Welcome back to another day here on the Pixelborn client. Today we're going to be playing a purple, green, otherwise known as Amethyst and Emerald bounce deck. So the idea behind this deck is to try to establish a board presence and force our opponent to tie up their turns, not by destroying their stuff and making them top deck and then pay for stuff that way, but for making them want to keep going for the same strategy, which more often than not tends to be costly. So we're running cards like Cruella de Vil. Whenever Cruella is defeated in a challenge and banished, we get to return chosen character of our choice back to our opponent's hand. So she could, die in a, maybe she's taking some damage and finally a Lilo's taking her out. Something cheap, something that costs 1. Well, we can go over and look at their Mickey Mouse and be like, hey, that 8 cost Mickey Mouse, let's put that back in your hand. Let's make that take your entire next turn. Has the additional benefit of taking characters off of their ability to quest for a turn. So it's going to tie up a turn of recasting. It's going to tie up a turn of not being able to quest when they want to quest with it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. We're also running a handful of characters like Cheshire Cat that when they're attacked, they get to just banish stuff. So pseudo removal built into that. So we got this guy, and then Genie's the other one. When we play Genie, we return a chosen character to the player's hand. So those are our 2 characters that care about bouncing, and then our other characters for removal, Cusco. So Cusco and the cat. They'll both banish things that banish them. Then we're running a couple of evasive because they're hard to deal with. Our secondary goal, of course, is to play cards with good questing ability. That's why we run green in the first place. And try to quest to a victory while our opponent is busy trying to just recast stuff. Into our actual spells, Befuddle, bouncing, unfortunately it's just cost 2 or less, but still, we can put our opponent off of, they're playing their Flynn, right? You questing for 2, we can put them off of that for a little bit. Mother Knows Best, that's the other big one. Yeah, all in all, I think the deck looks like it could be fun. I think the deck looks like it's going to require a lot of thought. So let's jump into it. Going first. So today, which will be yesterday by the time this video comes out, today's my first day back to work after a week-long COVID nap. So, feeling exhausted. We'll see. See how it goes. Let's see. What's we got 1 bounce spell. 2 if we count Genie, but Genie's so far off. These guys can't be inked. Let's get off of that. Try to find... Oh, Befuddle's not bad. Alright, nothing to Befuddle on turn 1. Gray. And gray. I think our turn 3 is going to be tied up. I really like these Maleficents, but it feels like they are always getting inked. I'm definitely playing them wrong. My opponents almost never ink them. They almost always play them. But I don't know. I think I like cards like Cheshire Cat better. I think it's got better lore capability. So that's another good one too. I don't know. Maybe I'm favoring Tink too much, because that's what I'm thinking about is getting a Tink out. I might be playing this all sorts of wrong. Maybe that's why purple doesn't work very well for me. Oh, that was a weird visual glitch. Did you see that? Half the card was still the back of the card. Singing a song. Aurora. Flounder. Now they're just going for all the removals. Solid trades. Flynn will attack the hand. Alright, give something evasive. Does not matter. I'm gonna save these guys. They're a good 4-point rush. Oh, we gotta bounce the Mother Knows. Gotta bounce with Mother Knows Best. Get rid of this Hans. Because it just has to quest to take out a thing. Which ensures the character plays. We could also sing it. Nah, we're not singing, I don't think. I should not have quested with that. That was not my intention. Mentally, my Maleficent and my Flynn Rider up. Right? 'Cause now Grammatologist trades. Ah! Total misclick. Big Aurora. Is this a shift? Hardcast. Hardcast it is. Do I quest? I'm kind of losing this race, aren't I? The downside right now is our ink is still low enough that we're not just burning out our opponent's turn. We're burning out our turns to cast these cards. Oof. Now, just to preface this, don't expect this deck to be good. I expect this deck to fulfill colors. Which, let's be honest, it's doing it. It's counting as purple and green. Let's see. What colors do we have left? I think we got... This would be the... What? 12th video? 12th color combination? Should be 4 more left? I feel like there's less than that. 3 left? Well, we've lost this race. See, I feel like my mistake was favoring things. Like, I really wanted to get Tink down. But I gave up all the card draw. I gave up the Maleficents replacing themselves. I always do that, and I feel like it's... Like, I always put myself in a bad position with purple. So next time, I'm gonna force myself to play it differently. I'm gonna force myself to get those cards down and see how that feels. I'm a huge fan of this Aurora, by the way. I cannot wait to return to Princess Power. That is a deck that I am very keen to see work. Alright. Let's jump into this next game. Okay, here we go. Again, my instinct is, no, don't play this Maleficent. That is my instinct. Like, this card's bad. Don't play it. And that's, I know it's wrong. I know it's the wrong instinct. But it makes it very hard to want to play it. Okay, I got a lot of cards competing for turn 3. It's definitely something to give up. turn 3. Go for that early lead with my Maleficent. Ray. Into a hook, of course. Always into a hook. Kinda watch it down. Get the power. You got the power. That could be my turn 4 play. Oh, but 3/3 is pretty good. How long do you sit on a character? Not too long, right? Because your opponent eventually just hits him with removal. You can afford a turn instead of just letting Captain Hook swing into it. Alright, I held out for it. Let's see what all the fuss is about. See, they can just attack it and then replay it. See who they want to take out. We can't wait too long. Once they're at 5. We're in range of their board wipe. Green and blue, okay. And board wipe is ready next turn, which is not great because our whole board pretty much loses to it after Captain Hook takes out Cruella. That's telling that they want to get rid of that Maleficent. Alright, opponent. Come on. Show me what you got. Yeah, I'll return Maleficent and draw another card. They weren't expecting that. I think they were expecting me to bounce Mickey Mouse. Wow, we are getting all of those. Yeah, I think I favor the trade here. Probably should have quested, made my opponent do the trade. Eh. Oh, they're inking the whole thing. Just so they can draw a card. Interesting. Can't play both. Can't sing this either. Just draw more cards. That's something our opponent doesn't have right now, is a full grip. That Maleficent sucks. Draw another card, yeah. Gonna ink it. Bounce that. Genie can race the tank. Got another genie ready to come out. Okay. They don't want to race the tank. Aha. I see. We're gonna ink the Maleficent. We're gonna play the genie. We're gonna bounce the Aurora. Request. We're gonna cross our fingers we draw something inkable because I want to do a Hans Cusco play next turn. And then from there, it's just keep our opponent off of being able to do stuff. Uh-oh. Bell's strong. We don't have enough to win, but neither do they. And then we're gonna take them off of victory. Hopefully. Okay, so an easy choice, of course, is Bell needs to go. That gives him 6 points there. Let's see, I bounce something. I have to bounce something else, or I have to attack. If I bounce something else... Let's see. If I bounce a Tink, they get a replay Tink, which takes out Genie. And then those two can just take out my other two characters. And then we're at a stalemate. If I don't bounce, they're within lethal range. Alternatively, I could send the Genie in, trade with the Tink. Both worth 2. Get my 6 points, bring me to 17. Bounce the other Tink. That might be the way to do it. Not enough for a Mad Hatter. I needed one more. One more and that could have been a lot more game clinchy. But as of now, I've left myself open to defeat. Or trades. Not lost defeat, just a board stall. Bouncy control. It's actually doing a thing. You know, you got your tier 1 decks, your tier 2 decks. This is like a tier 10 deck. But it's doing a thing. There's the Tink. Oh, they got the Smash. So they're still going... They gotta take out the Cusco, right? Yeah, they have to take out the Cusco. That'll get rid of their character. Only thing they got left is the fishbone quill, right? Well, they can take up Mad Hatter and not be dead. But they have to take out Mad Hatter. Oh, they got it. Dang, they got it. There's the bell. Even if I had the bounce removal for bell now. Dang. That was a fun game. That was a fun game. 10-tier deck. Doing what a 10-tier tier 10 deck does. Losing. Alright, here we go. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. I think I want my turn 2 to be Flynn. Man, a lot of gray today. I feel like this client has the same issues as the Magic the Gathering, where the pairing system is buggy. It's like it's based off of what you're playing. Which I still hold is a bad way to have a client. Yeah, I think the way it should be is just like the random wild. If I went to my local card shop and I was sat down for a tournament, I'm not going to play against opponents based on what my deck is. I'm going to play against opponents just because of who's there. Maybe we should have lost Flynn there. Right, just played you. Of course, I knew that. Okay, we're gonna be up to 4, so I think I just dump a Flynn and play a Hans. They're going for it, going for the ramp already. Our deck is in range of a grab your sword, which sucks. So we definitely want to play out of that. Puddle's not going to work. Do we get a Hatter or a Cusco down next? Probably Hatter. There's the grab your sword we knew was coming. No surprise there. I think we get the Hatter down. Just for the removal's sake. Cusco can't be targeted though, it has to be attacked. Throw caution to the wind. Throw caution to the wind! All of a sudden I have a board again, because Mickey Mouse is definitely going to take out my Hans here. He'll still leave me with 5. Do we have another, grab the sword? Grab the sword? No, because you wouldn't have attacked with Mickey. I'm glad we maximized our hand against that. Bunch of hooks. Going for the stabilization. How wide can we go? I can get 3 creatures into play. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can only get 3 creatures into play. Let's go for that then. Do I go for that? I could have another grab your sword now. I don't really have anything with a butt big enough to survive anyway, except Cruella. Let's see, they take out the 2, they go for 2. So this brings me up to 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I just played these 2. Just enough for victory. In case they have a go for the sword or grab your sword, we'll have enough for another follow-up play. This is just Captain Hook's taking out the guys who go for 2. Yep, see, grab your sword. Played for the victory, but also played around the sword. That's why we didn't dump our whole hand. One last card. What do they got? Tink. See, I could be up to 6. I'm still only getting 3 things down, huh? I want both Maleficent and Peter Pan. I can't get them both, and I need to ink something too. I'll go for 1. I'm not gonna have enough for a victory here. Play the genie. That's all I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna start with the Peter Pan just because of the evasive. That was a choice. Did I play a card to play a card, or did I get a Peter Pan? I can see the value of these beast mirrors now. I got a comment from one of you guys saying I should have added it to one of my decks. Looking pretty good. Victory! We actually got one. That's nice. I am entirely convinced I probably played this deck like 90% wrong. I say that because some of these cards, we've talked about, in one of the videos I mentioned it, some of these cards I don't have the value on them that they probably deserve, and I'm also probably putting too much value on other cards that don't deserve it. For example, that first game, I did not want to play Maleficent. I don't know, like, Cheshire Cat. Oh, look, that quest for 2, and then he forces a trade. But this card replacement is strong, and even now, even as I'm saying it, in my brain, I'm still like, this isn't as strong as this. And I know it's wrong. I know that that's wrong, but that's a big hurdle. Purple in general, almost everything that purple does, for me, is personally like, oh, I don't like that. That's bad. And like 99% of the time, my instinct on it is wrong. I have a horrible instinct with purple. I think if we go back and we look at all the games where I played purple so far, those are all losing decks, I think, for me. Heck, even the one I thought we were going to do really well with, the red-purple, was still, what was that, like a 50-50 if I'm remembering correctly? Yeah, I have a really bad instinct on purple, which means I play it bad, and then I also underestimate my opponent. I see them play purple and I'm like, easy, this game's gonna be easy. And that's almost never the case because I got a bad instinct for it. Great instinct with green. Do love the green. It's a little too overconfident in a deck with purple because I really look at the green. I'm like, oh, I do really like that. Like Tink in that first game. But overall, I think the deck is a lot of fun. I really like I didn't see enough befuddles in the early game. I think that would have changed my early game play. But I did see a good decent number of Mother Knows Best in the later game, which is great. We almost actually won the second game thanks to a couple of really nice Mother Knows Bests. But ultimately we know how that went. I think the deck's a lot of fun. I think for those of you who are not purple challenged like I am, you guys could really enjoy this deck. Give it a whirl. Tell me what you would change. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.